Welcome back to Darnley Cyber Café, the spot where we break down the digital world one sip at a time. Grab your drink, take a seat, because today we're diving into a story that's exciting, unsettling, and very relevant to every single one of us. So, OpenAI just dropped a major warning. Their next-generation AI models pose a high cybersecurity risk. Let me say that again. High cybersecurity risk. The creators of the technology are warning us that their own future models could become powerful cyber weapons. It's like the chef coming out of the kitchen saying, hey, so the soup might be explosive. Or maybe it's just Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. Anyways, I'm not surprised here, but let's take apart this warning here. So let's take apart what OpenAI is warning about. So according to the Reuters report, OpenAI says upcoming models may be capable of developing working zero-day exploits, executing complex enterprise intrusions, performing industrial-level cyber operations, and helping attackers produce real-world impact. So this is no longer the AI writes malware as proof of concept conversation. This is AI could perform or assist in attacks that used to require nation-state level expertise. If the future models can autonomously craft zero-day exploits, meaning vulnerabilities no one even knows exist, then we're entering a very, very different world. And clearly OpenAI knows it. They said they were working on stronger access controls, infrastructure hardening, egress monitoring, a new tiered access model for cyber defenders, and a frontier risk council focused initially on cybersecurity. This is basically them saying, we want AI to help the defenders, but we know it might help the attackers too. Big surprise. All right, let's break this down. Now, imagine you own a home. Nice porch, warm, beautiful lights, big windows. You go to work every day believing your locks are good enough. Then suddenly, someone invents a tool that can silently unlock any door, override any alarm, and copy your house key across the street without touching anything. That is what really advanced AI could become, a universal lockpick at scale. But also, AI is becoming the world's best security guard. It can analyze logs faster than any human I've seen. It can detect anomalies we've never noticed. It can patch software before attackers exploit it. And it can audit code like a digital surgeon. This is the duality of the double espresso of cybersecurity. AI is both the attacker and the defender, depending whose hands it's in. All right, well, I know some of my listeners will say, Darnley, I don't run a tech company. Why should I care? Because cybercrime has already shifted from big targets to regular individuals. And with artificial intelligence, password guessing becomes trivial, phishing becomes ultra-personalized, scam becomes indistinguishable from real communication, deepfake voice calls become a daily threat, and malware becomes modular and automated. It's not that hackers are getting smarter, is that they're getting amplified. Think of artificial intelligence like steroids for cybercrime. Trust me, before, one hacker could maybe run a few attacks a day. With advanced AI, one hacker could run attacks on thousands of people at the same time, with customized exploit chains, tailored phishing campaigns, and real-time evasion. So why don't humans take this seriously? This part always fascinates me. Why don't people care until it's too late? Well, here's the psychology. 1. Cyber threats are invisible. We react to things we can see, like storms, fires, someone physically breaking into your house. But a hacker in Russia or Brazil breaching your account, your brain doesn't register the danger because there is absolutely no sensory input. Number 2, they assume it's someone else's problem. We think cyber attacks happen to big companies, celebrities, and governments, not to us individually. But until your bank account gets drained at 2 a.m., until your email gets hijacked, or until your smart TV starts displaying weird prompts, and yes, I'm referring back to the Smart 2 breach we talked about in a previous episode. That's how exactly these things start. 3, we underestimate the value of our privacy. Let me give you the usual bathroom stall analogy that I like to mention to everybody. We all know what's happening in the bathroom stall. There's absolutely no mystery there. But we still close the door because privacy is not about hiding something bad. It's about protecting your dignity and your autonomy. Same thing with digital privacy. Even if you have nothing to hide, as a lot of people tell me, you still lock your phone, you still protect your home, and you close the curtains at night. Privacy is not secrecy. Privacy is control. And artificial intelligence threatens to remove that control unless we stay proactive. So let me get to the pros and cons of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Now, let's not all doom scroll too hard here. AI can give us superpowers. So, and I'm speaking from experience here as well. AI detects breach patterns faster than human teams. It can auto-patch critical vulnerabilities right away. It monitors network activity 24/7, 365. It identifies subtle anomalies humans tend to miss. It helps small businesses secure themselves without huge budgets. It also democratizes cyber defense tools that used to cost millions of dollars. So if OpenAI releases enhanced defender tools, that's a big win. But let's get into the cons and the risks here. Artificial intelligence could write its own exploits. AI could bypass security tools that rely on predictable patterns. Artificial intelligence-powered phishing could become indistinguishable. Malware may adapt in real time. Attackers may weaponize AI to automate full intrusion chains. State-sponsored groups will use these tools first, obviously, and the gap between secure versus vulnerable widens. So essentially, we are accelerating faster than the guardrails could be installed. So that's great, Darnley, but how could people protect themselves? This is my simple Café-friendly checklist, and something I consistently talk about and recommend to anybody, either that be some random stranger in the street or to all of you listeners here in the cafe. Number 1, use long, unique passwords. 12 to 16 characters minimum. Random is better, and never, ever, ever reuse the same password on multiple accounts. And yes, I'm looking at you. Number 2, use a password manager. Bitwarden, 1Password, LastPass, etc. are some of the recommendations that I have, and no, they're not sponsored. 3, enabled multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication on everything. Now, I would prefer app-based multi-factor authentication over SMS text-based authentication, because obviously your SIM card could get hijacked. And number 4, update your devices. Your phone, smart TV, router, tablet, etc. All of it. Update it. Number 5, be skeptical of messages that create urgency. Artificial intelligence-powered phishing will sound incredibly convincing, especially if it's someone that you may know. Number 6, avoid third-party apps that require logins, especially on smart TVs and streaming boxes. Number 7, treat your home network like a workplace. Separate your Internet of Things devices, such as your smart speaker, your other devices for your TVs, for your home, your light switches, etc. Separate them from your personal devices. Most routers can segment and separate networks. So the best practice is to have a separate network for your mobile devices, your laptops, computers, tablets, etc., and the rest for your Internet of Things. And reason for that being is the fact that these IoT devices could potentially be more insecure than anything else in your home. And number 8, assume AI can mimic anyone, even your loved ones. And yes, I've seen this because these voice deepfakes are getting very real, fast, and convincing. I even used this as a test to verify how I may sound if my voice was designed by AI, and it's pretty convincing. Now, some inflections are different, and it is noticeable for someone like myself, but just keep that in mind. It is one of those tools. And a big advice I can give with you on this especially is if you're going away on a trip and you understand maybe you're going to a different country or really anywhere, even for your children, use safe words or passphrases. So if you get a call from someone who sounds convincing, like it's your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, your friend, your best friend, whatever, use a passphrase. Think of a word that you can challenge somebody if they're calling you saying, I need, a few $1,000s because I'm stuck in this country. Okay, what's the passphrase? And if they cannot answer that passphrase correctly, the one that you've discussed with your real life friend, family member, loved one, etc., then you know this is a deep fake. And I say this because I've actually saved quite a number of people using this method. So there's some takeaway from you today. You're welcome. Now, understand, we're entering an era where the line between helper and threat is becoming thinner than ever. Artificial intelligence won't destroy cybersecurity, but it changes the rules of the game. And understand, in this cafe, we try to stay one step ahead of the game. So thank you so much for listening to this episode of Darnley Cyber Cafe. If you found this information useful, please like and share this with someone who would benefit from the tips and tricks offered. This will help not only to grow this cafe, but to grow awareness and protect those who listen. So as always, lock down your digital life, stay curious, and remember, knowledge is power.